Hi guys, before we get any more into this, I thought it'd be good to start this out with showing you my cat, because it's here. Hi, say hi to Piglet, guys. Hello to Piglet. Hey, Mr. Piggers, I'm not sure you can see him too well. He's just, you know, he's a dork, man, he's a dork. Anyways, I hate YouTube. I hate YouTube, bro. So, as you guys, sure, many of you know that I've been trying my best to make this YouTube dream work out. I've been obviously doing this for over 10 years at this point. Pushing like 12 or 13 years more or less. And I have been trying to make this goal happen where I've been trying to break through the algorithm, okay? Because I know that I do variety, and variety content is dead. The U in YouTube is basically dead. It is high corporation now, making brand deals, all this shit, and staying to your one little micro niche. And so, with this whole goal of mine through this month of trying to get to 100 videos, I've been trying to get there. Well, we are currently on, I believe, the 69th ever to count all of them. So, which so far is not bad. Already we've got 30 videos out in a week, in a month, which is not bad. I think we've been doing very, very well with the fact that we don't have a lot of money for the internet. We don't have a lot of money for, like, we just got what we got as a normal content creator, which makes me feel humble and badass knowing that that's what we got. With not only constant TikToks and then also streams going out, which streams almost every day. You should check out the blue.ttv, right? But it's been hard. It's been very hard trying to make this happen. And obviously there's been Easter, there's been other days that like things happen, so I had to take off. So I haven't been able to upload every day, which already getting to 100 videos in the span of a month. Let me put this in perspective for you. That is going to be basically a little bit over, just a tiny bit over 3 videos a day. Even missing one day would increase that by a lot. And that's what happened. And that's what's been happening. And it's been hard. It's been really hard because essentially now, you know, you got only a few ways of going about this. And this is like how my whole YouTube journey's gone, okay? Either you have your quality or your quantity. You get a lot of quantity over time, but again, I've been doing this for years. So I've already gotten the quantity. You can look at my thousands of videos here. There's literally thousands, okay? You can look to my other channel, the Roblox one that has hundreds of videos. You can look to my TikTok, hundreds of videos. Maybe actually to thousands at this point, maybe, I don't know. The Twitch is for sure over 1,000 streams. So like I've been doing content for a long, long time, and yet we still haven't burst that bubble yet. Who fucking knows? But in terms of time, that's what we've got. Quality is very subjective. I'll always stand on that. But I'll tell you what, if I used to be like, oh yeah, well, quality. You know, Mr. Beast did this one video talking about, like, you know, if there's a bad video, then, you know, if someone didn't like the video, it's not because YouTube didn't like it. It's because your viewership. And I think that to a degree. Like, I think that you should watch your own videos and enjoy them. And if you can't sit through your own video, like, come on, right? To the same extent, though, dude, I can sit through a Queso stream, and I've seen other people sit through much worse when it comes to, like, what? That, TikTok Fruit Island bullshit? So you're telling me what? Like, that is what can grow, but yeah, no, I'm sorry. We got a lot of BS nowadays. That's not what the main point of this video is, though. The main point is how I've been pushing my damnedest on this. And if you look at my videos, a lot of them have been getting lower views. And a lot of that is because now the algorithm has been screwing me over. You look at my Outlast videos, if you look at some of my random playthroughs, they're hardly pushing even past, like, the double digits sometimes. And the reason for that is because of the fact that the algorithm is basically punishing me for the fact that I'm doing variety, hardcore variety. And it's basically my mission statement to try and break out of this, because the answer that the YouTube wants, and it is a whole algorithm issue in my opinion right now, is the fact that it wants me to try and push beyond just being in multiple categories. It wants to be in this one thing. But I refuse to do that. I refuse to play the game that YouTube wants to play. And it's hard because I want to have my cake and eat too. But to me, this is my mission statement. It's my mission to try and make it as a content creator through doing this. And that's why I hate YouTube so much, man. Because it's like, I feel like the algorithms now favor so much just engagement, and that favors so much slop and other things. I think Jacksepticeye was 100% right about like the Mr. Beastification of YouTube and whatnot, and how that's really changed things. I mean, back in the day, you could start something like this, right? And you could argue that back in the day, I did that too, but like also, like, you know, like I was still in high school, so I didn't always have the time. But like, you know, now it's like I'm older, I do have the time to like start working on this shit. Even now, like, you know, I've gone through multiple jobs even trying to make this happen. But, you know, when I work on this stuff, you are now going to, like, if it's you, nowadays, you're not just going against like a PewDiePie, someone started in the room and like worked their way up. Now you're going against literally like mega corporations with millions of dollars that someone could only hope to maybe get like a minute, maybe even like 30 seconds of a Mr. Beast video in terms of quality and production, which is insane. It's hard to keep up now. And so if that's what it takes to keep up, if that's what it takes to really make it, then what is the one deciding factor to really push beyond yourself? I'll tell you, the one thing that I've said constantly throughout this journey is to be genuine. Authentically genuine. That is so hard nowadays. You can't find it. Because in the world of AI, in the world of people that are just constantly putting out slop content, staying in their niche because that's what's going to make them the brand deals, fuck that. Fuck that. That's what I say. This video is not going to be a nice one. You know, sure, there's a lot of good things about YouTube. That's what this is about. This is not about the logical conversation. This is about my journey and how I feel about it, and how I feel the content and the platform is, and how I want to push beyond that. I've dealt with so much shit with YouTube, so much fucking standing behind it, so much of hoping for the best, and I realize, as many people do now, where it's like, it's just an unending system that doesn't give a shit about me. And I've always been at the end of a bad bargain. I always have been. I know this. I'm not fucking stupid. But what I will tell you is that regardless, this is my dream to make it. And when I see a video that literally I upload it, 12 hours later, and it has, 15 impressions, and let me mind you, all of those impressions are from notifications? What the fuck? That's how I know I'm getting screwed over. And by the way, all those notifications were directly from old subscribers. I have my whole subscriber base, or the ones that did the bell icon. It's just some of the ones that did the bell. That's fucked. That is fucked. So, not only are people that clicked all notifications not getting the notifications, but half these videos aren't even suggested to people. I don't know what they're getting suggested to, which I guess that's part of the game. You know, you just never know what's going to go. But when I tell you that it is so much easier for some people just stay in their bubble, like, this is such an uphill battle. But I'll tell you what. That's what makes it so much different for me, and that's why I hate this so much, but it's also why I'm just so dedicated to this, and that's why I want to make this for this video and upload it, because, you know, I could do an update about things, good rant about things, but this is what's been in my mind. What's been in my mind is the fact that it's always about just going the safe route. It's going down the safe path, and what scares me is about failing this thing, but I'll tell you what, I've gone down the safe path when I did my Roblox channel, when I tried doing the DBD channel, when I tried just doing my separate channels, and they didn't work! And you know why? Because I was not authentically genuine with all of them. I was just going down a path. Sure, I had fun, I might have done my thing, but they were not authentically genuine. And that's what this channel is. And this channel is a mission statement to try and make my dream a reality of showing that you can come from the rock bottom, and through sheer will alone, you can make it. That's what I want this to be. That's what I've always wanted this dream to be. And to the few people who even made this far, you know, I'm sure a lot of people clicked off. Fuck them. Fuck I don't give a shit. This video is for you and me alone here, okay? Let's fucking jump into this shit. I am so tired and done of been trying to play this game. I don't give a shit. It sucks. I'm tired of knowing that, you know, sure, YouTube is against me and it's not even sending my shit out. But I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. That's what it takes. Nowadays, if I'm to make this, I'm not going to just sit down and not fucking try and give my all towards this shit. They say quality and quantity. Well, what if the quality doesn't do it for you? And what if the quantity doesn't do it for you? What, I'm supposed to be my fake self? No, I reject that. We have to go back to ground zero, and that's what I've been doing. I've been going back to ground zero and being my authentic self. This dream has been one of mine since the 7th grade, if not earlier. The 7th is when I started it. You can look at the channel history. And I'm telling you, I've been working day in, day out. You can look at my streams. If you don't know, you have not been watching how much I've been grinding at this shit. There are people that put, what, it's 2 years? Oh my god, 2 years of my life I've spent so hard. I've been over a decade. I have still not make it, and yet still I grind. I fight forward, bro, because that's how much this dream means to me. Because if I fail, nobody cares. I've said this before. But if I do make this, if this happens, not only do I redefine what it means to make it on YouTube again, a fucking fad, a dream that people have lost out on time and time again, okay? We don't have this anymore. We don't. It's all about the trend chasing. It's all about just growing through that shit. It's not about being your authentic, genuine self. And that's why I throw it out there. I want to put the you back in YouTube. I want to show that through sheer will alone, you can crawl your way to your destiny. You can rebuke thy destiny. That's what I want to do. And anyone can look at this and it's been horrible. It's been humiliating. But I'll tell you what, man. When you look at all the greats, not even that. When you look at people that really do have these, like, as cringe as it sounds, like hero stories, I'm telling you, it's through them being humiliated and digging through the mud. I don't want this to be easy. I never did. I wish I had it earlier. And I pray to God, literally thinking, like, why is it so hard for this? Why? And yet I think, again, if I were to have any merit, let's say I do make it and someday someone comes to me and says, well, what do I do if I can't make my goal? What if it's too hard? What if it seems impossible? I want them to look me in the face and know that I struggled through hell and back to do something that I was never meant for. But again, through the will of my soul alone, I brought it to existence. through crawling, through beating my fist against the brick wall again and again. That's what I want to be with this. And some people won't get it. Some people think it's fucking cringe. I get that. But I don't give a shit. I'm not speaking to them. I'm speaking to those people that have gone through the same shit and want to make their dreams a reality. To fight for a future so bright, so much rise. That's what this is. I was on call with a friend the other day, and I was talking about how I feel off about the way that life kind of goes with... We're talking about being younger, right? I'm not going to break the friend, but I kind of... They're like, okay, well, I kind of feel bad for my younger self, and I brought up how I don't inherently, but I know my younger self would want me to know, like, did we do enough? Did we push ourselves to be enough? And I always said that, when I was younger, I always felt like, I never really was meant to exist. I never really, the world was always against me. Not just the way where it's against me, like, whether it be my smarts, my physical traits, those around me. I've always been kind of at a deficit in a way. Not put up to the standard that most other people around me ever were. And the only reason I felt like I got to where I am was, again, through pushing myself, through, again, sheer will. And what they told me the next thing, which is a little embarrassing, but, it got to me, was like, well, I think you as a person are a fighter. That's what makes you you. Like, you're, despite the fact you might think you have no talents, no skills, your talent in general may be your sheer will. You in general are a fighter. I thought about that, and I really just internalized it. I think that's true. I used to have the saying on the channel about struggling against destiny. I think that's who I am. I am the person that struggles against destiny. As cringe as it might be for a fucking YouTube channel, I don't give a shit. That's always what this has been. And whenever I spoke about it, it'd be really funny because it's like, well, there'd be casual uploads, and people just won't really get it because here's a few uploads here and there. Here's a few streams here and there, but it's always just fun. And the only way for people to really get it is to see me struggling. They need to see me struggling forward. This has to feel like a dream. Because if it's not, then who am I to say I'm a fighter and yet the next guy, what? You know what I mean? What, doing a little automated YouTube? I can't be that. I have to show people the struggle. It's like, let's say I want to become a bodybuilder. I want to get into like a sport. I want to get into the NBA. You better see me out in that court every single damn day. Out in the gym every single day. Working on that boxing bag every single day. April's not over. We still have a lot of videos. But I'm telling you, I will try my damnedest to get there. Because if I fail, it'll be humiliating. It will suck. But I promise you this, I will feel so proud knowing that I fucking got it. I got as far as I could. To my dream, to my goal. The other people wish that they put as much effort, an ounce of that fucking effort into. Well, I push myself to the edge. That's what I want. That's what I dream for. That's what I demand of myself. And I refuse to be denied. I don't know what this is going to. I don't know if I'm speaking just to YouTube or my younger self. Maybe it's just another rant video because I want to put my will into these videos so that whenever somebody looks at this as if maybe almost as a weird obituary, if either I make it or if I don't and this ceases to be, this is just a younger, like a past version of me, people can look at this and be like, this is who the fuck the Blue Digit was. This is who this guy was. Someone that to the very end push themselves for their goals, not only for themselves, but to be a symbolic message to anyone else that pushes for their dreams. That this here, who I am, what I embody, isn't someone that was meant to make it. Isn't someone that was through talent or skill, but someone that fought time and time again, gritting their teeth down as hard as they can to try and make their dreams a reality. That's what I want for you guys. That's what I want for every single person that watches this video. I'm not him. YouTube could give less of a shit about me. A lot of viewers could give less of a shit about me. The world does not like people that don't hop in the trends and don't fit into the little boxes. But that, I say, fuck that. I'm tired of playing the game. I'm tired of trying to be what other people want me to be. I'm tired of it all. Because at the end of the day, what matters is my message. My effort. Everything that I put in. The hours, the days, the suffering, the loneliness, everything for this message. Because I know that there might be one other person out there that thinks the same way that I do. And there's even that message, that chance. So be it. So be it. I don't care. If that's what it takes for me to push forward to make this dream reality, then that is exactly what I'll do. Because if I don't, what, the next guy? Am I going to pretend, oh, maybe someone else will do it? I don't know. None of us know. But what I do know, I know that I can push myself for this dream to make my dreams a reality. to put my will into its own consciousness, to make the stream not only that, but beyond that, and to again a future so bright is too much for eyes. That's what it means to struggle against destiny. That's what it means to rebuke thy destiny. And that's what we're gonna do! That's what we're gonna do! So the few people that are here, the people that watch me, the few people that do support me, please, please, it's not the end yet. I'm so tired. But I'll tell you what, I'd much rather know that I was tired and I gave everything I got, left nothing in the tank, and then some, letting the fucking sparks cry out for fucking mercy while I'm pushing forward. Instead of someday looking back and wondering if I gave it my all. That I refuse. That I rebuke. And that's what this channel stands for. Even though it might just be variety and gaming, chilling out, that's what it stands for. It stands for every single thing that I just said there. For every single person that has even had an inkling of that feeling. That's what I feel like I symbolize. That's what the blue digit is. That's what it means to be a digit. To spit in the face of what people categorize you as. And that is where I will end this video. If you haven't already, please support me. I've only got a little bit more time left. But I'm going to give it everything I got. I can't force people to check these things out. I can't force YouTube to recommend things to people. I can't do that. I can't bring people. What I can do is I can keep pushing and giving content and showing my authentic self. And if that's as much as I can do, then that is exactly what I will do. And so, bring it. My name is Blue signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video.